Welcome everybody to another episode, Trash Talking with the Old Heads. But before we even get started today, we want to take a moment for something more important than sports or this debate. Our brother and co-host Jerry, JW, he recently lost his sister. So our hearts go out to him and his family right now. You know, anyone who's been watching the show knows that he's definitely one of the heartbeats of the show, you know, definitely an important part of the show. So we would definitely want to send our condolences to him and his family in their time of grieving. I can't even imagine what they're going through right now, G, but definitely my heart goes out to him and his family right now and everything that they're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation, man. And that's my brother. I know we argue, but I got love for Jerry, man. I've been knowing him for a while. And when I got the news, it kind of, I didn't know his sister very well, but I knew her. And I met her. We've had conversations. I know her kids. And when one of your brothers is hurting, it hurts you. And so, it kind of definitely, I apologize now. I'm kind of getting teary-eyed because I know my brother's hurting real bad. It's definitely unfortunate, untimely passing, but they got each other, they got their family together, and I know they're gonna pull through with the help of all of his friends and everybody that loved him, loved his sister, loved his mom, loved those kids. They're gonna pull together and, you know, uh, circle the fences, so to speak, to make sure that that family is uplifted.
Right.
Want everyone that's watching our show that like what we do to just send a prayer up for the Wren family, and in their time of grief is tragic. But it's times like these where we show our humanity and our care and our love for one another. And I just want to say, Jerry, I love you, love the family, and
Absolutely,
be
love you,
strong.
brother. Absolutely. Well, let's get off into it, man. Got a lot to get into tonight, man. Definitely hard to do when something like that going on. We're gonna do our best tonight to get into it. So we got some
Yeah,
things to
yeah.
discuss, man. Before we get into any of it, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you like what we do. We appreciate all the support we've been getting so far, all the love we've been shown so far, all the comments we're getting on the YouTube channel. And also, don't forget, join the Facebook group. If you love talking sports, love talking a little shit, is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We keep it respectful for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But we all grown men, you know what I'm saying? That's why we named it the old Trash Talking with the Old Heads, because we grown
Yes,
men.
sir.
We can argue today. We can argue an hour from now, go to lunch or dinner, and it be forgotten about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about, man. That's why we created this channel, man, to show you that you can debate and argue with your friends and not fall out over it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? So let's dig into it, man. We got a lot to cover. Of course, the NFL free
Oh,
agency
we got
going
to
on.
kick the show off the right way,
Oh,
man.
my bad, bro. My bad.
Hey, I'm gonna say it for my brother, man. Why, I say no excuses, play like a champion, but why play like a champion when you
It
can be a
is
champion?
champion, no doubt.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll
No
Tide is still fuck them Celtics all day.
doubt. All day, every
And
day.
them 49ers, I don't give a
Hey,
shit.
you
Go
see
to
it, bro.
hell,
You see it on
49ers.
the
Go
wall,
to hell,
bro.
Celtics.
You see it.
Duke,
You know
Florida
it
State,
is. You know
all
what
of
it
them.
is. And them Spurs on the comeback. You already know what it is, bro. It's a good time for me, baby. It's a good time for me, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk it. Let's talk that shit. Let's
But
talk
let's
that
get
shit.
into the 83 points heard around the world.
83.
Bam Adebayo, bro.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of controversy. I've been reading a lot of funny stuff online, man. People talking about it, man.
Yes, I have. Yes, we have.
Is it fraudulent or no, bro? Let's get right into it, bro. Is it fraudulent, bro? Do you respect it, bro?
I respect the hell out of it. It's 83 points. What are we talking about? This lets you know the toxic nature of sports debate these days. Like everything has to be, you know what I'm saying, where everything is approved by everyone. Some folks ain't gonna like it. Some folks, and mainly it's the Kobe Blazers for me. What I've been seeing, a bunch of Kobe Blazers. I've seen some sports pundits put their spin on it and, what they disagree about the 83 points with him taking the amount of free throws or, his teammates missing shots so he can get the record. But we have all seen records of this nature, not necessarily the scoring record, but we've seen the sack record. We just seen it this year with what's his name from the Browns. What's the guy name? Can't think of his name right now. Garrett, Miles Garrett. We saw it with Strahan when he did it.
But we don't normally see it in basketball though, like that. You know what I'm saying? Normally you don't see they stopped playing basketball in the fourth quarter, Chief. That wasn't even basketball anymore, Chief. What they were doing, he running around trying to create fouls, running in. Man, it wasn't basketball. I don't have a problem. 83 points is hard. I was listening to KD about it. So you have to respect a man, you know what I'm saying, that's in it, you know what I'm saying, when he says that's hard to do. So I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you were saying. I respect especially what KD was saying. It's hard to take that many shots and make that many free throws. That's a hard thing to do. Okay, granted, I give him that. But the way
So
they were playing
my question,
basketball in that
the
fourth
way who
quarter,
was playing
come on.
basketball, was it the Heat or was it the way that the Wizards was playing basketball?
The way he was just taking the ball, you saw just trying to run into people. Man, come on, dog. It's not basketball anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. At least let it
Man,
come. At least let it come naturally. But don't do all that, bro. Where they running around. That didn't even look. Did you watch any of it?
I watched some highlights of it. I didn't see
If you
every.
watch that fourth quarter, you'd be like, oh, okay, what is this? You
Well,
know
the
what I'm
game
saying?
went
Like,
on
what is
TV. Where did
you
you
know what I'm
watch? You
saying?
must have had the
Yeah,
league pass or something.
I got the fire stick. You know what I'm saying? Hooked up. I can watch
Listen,
anything.
don't tell on
And
yourself
when they
now. Don't
sent the
tell on.
alert with the 31 in the first quarter, I kind of had it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I stopped and I went back in the fourth. I'm like, okay, there's some foolishness going on now. Now they were doing some crazy stuff too, double teaming him all the time. So I
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
so
I
his
get it.
team was definitely trying to get him to get the record.
Yeah, it was
That
and
happens,
it
man.
was
You don't think that happens when some
46
gaudy record is up there that the team does things to make sure that they're able to get some, what I'm saying, try to get close to scoring or get their scoring record. They're gonna do that, man. You mean to tell me that the Philadelphia 76ers back in whatever 1962 or whenever Wilt had 100 points, they weren't just dumping the ball off to Wilt.
we don't know.
They stopped
We don't
playing.
know.
There's been reports
Oh,
on it. They stopped playing the normal way to get him the ball, passing up shots. These things happen.
yeah, but they
With
were
with
playing
the same thing
basketball
we
still.
saw,
He just running up and down the court like man, come on. You had to
we
watch
saw
it.
we saw
You
with
had to
our own
watch it.
eyes how Kobe got to 81. Now, true, a lot of it came when he was trying to come back in that second half. He caught fire in that fourth quarter,
And
but
he was
by
just playing basketball.
But by the end of that, by the midway point in that fourth quarter, the game was surely in hand. His teammates stopped trying to shoot normal shots and was force feeding him the
But
ball.
he was shooting normal shots. He was still playing regular basketball. And I'm not even a Kobe stan or whatever you call him. I'm not even one of those. I'm just saying he was playing regular basketball. This wasn't, if you looked at this was not basketball. It just
You
was.
you can say that, but he scored 83 points. It's not fraudulent. He got it. We have to live with the results. Bam Adebayo is second
I
behind
live with the
Kareem,
results. I live with
behind
the
Wilt
results.
Chamberlain at the scoring. All you Kobe fans that's mad because he not number two anymore. He has been surpassed at 81. Get over it. I mean, goddamn, we know that we can look at the game and say, okay, there was some stuff going on, some cap going on, but he scored 83 points. He made 36 free throws. He's not Kobe Bryant. He ain't gonna be shooting fadeaway jump shots all day long. He's not gonna be putting the ball between his legs, dipping and dodging and
I
doing.
see. And then what you just said about shooting fadeaway jumps, I shot 22 threes.
That's the game today. Is the
I'm
three
saying he
point
just,
shot.
but you know that ain't his game. He's just I'm just that's what I'm saying. In that fourth
Well,
quarter, with
he was
all them
hot.
free throws in that fourth quarter, man,
He was hot.
he
Was he not hot in that
manufactured.
first quarter?
He shot 16 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Was he not hot in that first quarter?
Absolutely. The 31 was beautiful. That's my whole point. The 31 was basketball. That was beautiful. But that fourth quarter, that was manufactured. That was total
So, but you just said the
manufactured.
first quarter. So we got to the fourth quarter. The record is in sight, or not the record, but passing Kobe is in sight. Nobody, I don't think nobody's going to score 100
And
points.
I think that's what
I
the
heard a lot of
Kobe
people
people,
say that
again,
today.
I'm not a Kobe person. I think that's what they have a problem with. It wasn't really insight. They made it insight by the bull way they start playing the game. It wasn't really insight. He had 60 or 62. It wasn't
Okay, so
really insight.
yeah,
If he played his
he was
regular game,
19 points away.
if he played his regular game, he wasn't getting no
But
21.
he
He
was
wasn't getting
not going
20
to play
points.
his regular game being that close to
Right, but
getting
they start
81 points.
but he should have. If you really respect the game, you would. You know what I'm saying? You would.
Man, come on, man. You mean to tell me that you got a chance to surpass one of the greats in the game with one of the great records, even though it's not the record, it's up there.
I'm gonna do
81
it
points,
playing
100 points.
basketball. I'm gonna do it playing basketball. I'm not gonna have my team. I'm not gonna take the ball every time running up and down the court, crashing into people for the whole fourth quarter. I'm not doing that, man. I'm
He
not
was
gonna.
trying to get to the cup. They were trying to stop him. I mean, come on, man. He was trying to get to the cup.
Everybody
They
out.
was trying
I'm going down the lane every time. Come
exactly. They were
on.
giving him the ball to give him the opportunity to score. What's
And
wrong
that's
with
my only
that?
thing. It's forced. It was forced. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. It was forced
Kobe's 81 points was forced to a degree.
by
They
playing
were up,
regular basketball.
they were up 14 points with less
Like
than 2
15
minutes
with
left.
like 4 minutes left. I know.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left, they were up 14
Right.
points.
I'm saying with 4 minutes, he took like 11 more shots after that. I get it. I get it.
Okay, then.
I get it.
So we
But
don't
they
we
were
don't
just
have an
regular
issue with
shots.
Kobe. We don't have an issue with Kobe. We don't have an issue with people with the Wilt back in the day with them force feeding him. We don't have an issue with Michael Strahan
I think
and
again, what
Brett
people
Favre
have an
giving
issue
up that
with is
sack.
the
We
way it
don't have an
looked.
issue
G.
with
You
Miles
have to
Garrett
watch
and
that
Joe
fourth quarter.
Burrow.
You
With
have to
Joe
watch.
Burrow,
I can't
listen.
really explain it to you. You have to watch that fourth quarter. It just turned into something goofy. It wasn't. It's not. I can't celebrate something that looked that goofy. It just looked really goofy and unprofessional. Is what it
I
looked.
get that. I
That's my
haven't
only
watched
thing
it.
about it.
I
Congrats,
can't say that.
fam. But it looked really goofy the way they were going about it. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, you can say that, but to say it's fraudulent is another way of saying that it's not warranted, it's not merited. I get that you're saying that they were force feeding, you could tell that it's like when people go for the triple double, right? We've seen that happen when people intentionally try to get the triple double, try to make sure that they get the rebound, you know what I'm saying, or get that extra assist or whatever to get that triple double. It happens all the time, not on the scale of this 83 points. And the way that you say it happened throughout the duration of the fourth quarter, but they were obviously trying to get him to go past the 81 points. That was their intent. We get that. And I can understand that you having some clarity about the situation at Bam. But at the same time, we have to have the same clarity in situations where Kobe was able to go from 72 to 81 points, where in a real game situation, they probably would have taken him out the game up 15, 16 points with less than 2 minutes left to go in the game. And he's still jacking up shots. Or even when he got to 60 points, he shot damn near 60 times to get 60 points. It happens in these one-off situations that don't happen often. This is one of them. They don't happen often where someone scores 80, especially the player of Bam's caliber. Not saying that he's a bad player, but he's not a scorer like that. We know that. So for him to be that close, there was never going to be another opportunity for him to do anything like that.
I get
Nowhere near it. He probably never scored 50 points in a game for the rest of his career. And that's okay.
but
It should be okay.
all the damn free throws.
We still recognize the Mamba for getting 81 points against the fucking Raptors. Let's not act like people bringing up the Wizards and acting like the Raptors were some world beaters. They were like 14 and 27.
Yeah,
Huh?
all these kind of things all come against terrible teams. You know,
Terrible
they're
teams.
always terrible teams. You know what I'm saying? They always come against
Right.
terrible teams. That's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be if you're gonna drop 80 points, it's gonna be against a terrible team. Ain't no doubt
No
about
doubt.
it. No doubt about that. But I guess like I say, kudos to Bam, man. Just like I say, that fourth quarter looked really just unprofessional and unbasketball. Like it didn't look like NBA basketball in that fourth quarter. I'm sorry. Watching it was like, okay, what we doing here? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Just It looked weird. I know you ain't see the whole thing, but it just looked really crazy the way they were going about playing.
I only because they had switched. I was watching, what game was I watching? What was the game on the national TV? It was,
I don't even remember now.
was it OKC? And no, it wasn't OKC. It was the Spurs and the Celtics. That was the
Oh,
national game. I was watching that game, and they switched over the last when he scored 82 and 83.
hmm Yeah, like I said, kudos to him, man. Definitely for him, a great moment in his career. You know, like you said, a dude will probably never see that kind of scoring again ever. But hey, who knows? Maybe he got another game against the Wizard coming up. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Many
Anything's
teams that played
possible when
against
playing the
how many
Wizards.
teams that played against the Wizards this year and have not come close to scoring 60 points.
Anything's possible when you play the Wizards. But let's get on to a real team and a real player. Them San Antonio Spurs, that boy Wemby. I just got a quick question for you, G. Let's see where you hate at. Is Wemby the face of the league, dog? Is my boy Wemby the face of the league now?
I don't think he's the face of the league at this moment. If he is, I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's phenomenal player, up and coming. You can project that he's really gonna, take over the league. It's gonna be his league. But we got to see at least a playoff series. We got to see at least one playoff series. But there, and I know I'm sound like a Bron fan, but he's obviously still the face of the league. He is where the numbers lie. He is. I'm not saying he's the best player. That's two different things.
I know.
But the face of the league is still Steph Curry, is still LeBron James. Now, is that torch being passed?
I would
Yes,
agree
it
with
is.
you until this year. I thought before this year, yeah, I don't think he is now. When I think
True.
NBA, I don't think Bron first anymore. I don't. I just don't. When I think NBA, I don't think about him. Normally, if you had asked me any year prior to this one, when I think about the NBA, do I think about him first? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bron first. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. His game is definitely in decline, but that's to be expected. But when we talk about face of the league, who's selling the products, who putting the butts in the seats, um, who has the most national games, and it's clear. Now Luka is part of that. You got to put Luka in that equation for LeBron because Luka is a massive draw too. Steph Curry has been out. So there is a void. There is opportunity for somebody to grab hold of the mantle. But I think we have a combination of players that have a right to claim that title. But that title isn't given, is really taken.
Yeah,
And
that I agree with.
and I think that Wemby is putting his fingerprints all over that title with the way that he plays the game. Now, what has hurt him, in my eyes, is the fact that he had to take off more games this year due to whatever to prevent injury, load management. But he has the appeal to be that player. I don't think is warranted right now just because we haven't even seen him in a playoff game.
I think that's fair.
And while he's putting up decent numbers, these aren't historic numbers. What we see is potential. And I think that he's getting that title because we see the potential. Unrealized up to this point from a dominant standpoint, like I am that guy. It is right now. I will be that guy. But Jokic is still the best player. SGA is right up there with one of the best players. Greek, he's still it until he's losing his grip on it because his team is not doing well, and he's missed a couple of games. Not a couple, but he's missed a lot of games with injuries over the last few years. So I think it's up for grabs. But the title of the best player in the world still is Jokic's till Wemby takes it over. But I've talked enough. Go ahead, Dante.
No, you're good. Because I mean, I agree with your first part of it. I don't think he's the face of the league yet, and that's coming from a Spurs fan, a diehard Spurs fan. I don't think he's the face of the league yet. I think he has a better argument for the best player than he does for face of the league. Because to me, he's one of the few that plays both ends and can be really, really impactful on both ends. We already know he's the best defender in the league. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? So when you put up the fact that now his offense is starting to round into shape where he can be counted on. And it's coming where he don't even play 35 minutes a game yet. You know what I'm saying? They still got him on a pitch count for real. You know, most nights I watch him, he's around 28 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me that he can put up these kind of numbers and not even playing 35 minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question about the face of the league for me is, will he ever be able to do it? Or is this something they've seen in their whatever their analytics are telling him about a player built the way he's built, that he's never going to be able to play minutes like that. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's going to determine whether he can actually go to that point and be the face of the league. Because in the playoffs,
Yeah.
are you still going to have to play 25, 28 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Or are they waiting for the playoff to kick him up to 35 minutes? You know what I'm saying? 36 minutes. So what are we looking at with that? So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to fall out. You know what I'm saying, for my Spurs. Are they just, or do they know something about kind of keeping him under control for the regular season and then unleash him in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. But definitely for
Well,
two-way players, he's definitely the best two-way player in the NBA. Ain't no doubt.
yeah, and it's again, it's so he's so intriguing as for his game,
Right,
and it is the load management that is preventing him from on the court domination.
right.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
numbers would be so much larger if he played more. You know what I'm saying? It would be those numbers that
Possibly
you were talking about that would be face of the league numbers. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we see what we see. What we seeing is not a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Just his length, how tall he is, his skill set as a big man. That those things are there. Our only question is, can he last? Can he play through contact? Can he continue to be able to build his body up to where he
Right.
can resist the trend of players that tall having having those lower extremity injuries? Um, and it's gonna come with from what Jerry has been preaching for the last year or so, that he got to stop taking and being playing on the outside as much because of the way that he is susceptible to having those lower extremity injuries from his calf to his ankle, maybe Achilles tear, you know,
Shooting all
having
those
a plant
threes,
and explode.
landing on people's feet. All that. I'm like,
Right.
every
When
time you
you
shoot
can
one of those J's, I'm like, oh, don't land on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
right
Every
when you
time.
can get in the paint and just turn around and shoot over everybody. Don't shoot as many threes. But back to my point, what I was saying with LeBron and Steph, when you look at the viewership numbers, most view players, LeBron, Steph, and Luca. So LeBron number one at 3.23 billion views, social digital media. Stephen Curry 2.56. Most watched NBA regular season games. Uh, LeBron, the Lakers, and the Warriors. Again, it is still LeBron and Steph's kind of league as far as the face of the
I
league.
think for the casual, yeah.
Now it's leaving.
For
It's
me,
leaving.
for me, it's SGA. For the casual, yeah, it's still probably Bron and Steph. But for me, they're
So,
not
but you,
the face of the
I
league.
think, I think you're
I think
talking
for a
about two different
casual fan,
things.
yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think you're talking about two different things. You're talking about the best player,
No, I'm not. I think he's the face now. He's on the best team with the best record for the second year in a row, probably going to be a two-time MVP. To me, he's the face of the league. Now, do I understand the numbers and what you're saying? Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But when I think NBA right now, I don't think LeBron. I think SGA. I think
but
it's
again, I think you're conflating the two different titles here.
I
You
don't.
got the face of the league,
I think people look at those numbers, yeah, because casuals still going to watch LeBron and Steph because that's who they know. Casual fans don't know SGA. So I understand absolutely the point you're making. But for me, as a fan who and looking at the league, when I think about the NBA, I don't think about Bron right now. I just don't. He's not. I just don't. It's not about him not being the top player anymore. It's fact. I think it's SGA's league right now. I think him or Joker to me right now is one. And for me, for whatever reason, Joker kind of gets lost in the mix a little bit. You know, I don't know why, because the numbers he put up is insane. You know what I'm saying?
It
But
is it's part of it, and it's not. And what's crazy is that it's not looking that way for Wemby. Now, also you have to look
and it
at,
definitely would be SGA if he was in LA.
yeah, definitely. But what you also have to look at when you talk about face of the league, not only are you, you know what I'm saying, you're getting the viewership numbers, but you're also getting the endorsement numbers too. Do we see SGA on a lot of commercials?
Nah, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? I saw him on a couple. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So we ain't seeing the endorsement deals to promote him. You know, we're not
How
seeing
much of that
his.
had to do with him being in Oklahoma City?
It could have a lot to do with it. It could have a lot to do with it. But, you know, sometimes you transcend that if you're that great of a player. I think SGA is a great player, but I don't know if he has transcendent
His
characteristics.
game just not transcendent enough. His game is
But
more
his game is awesome.
no, but it's more suited for people who really dig into the NBA and like the NBA, like me, you, Jerry. A casual looking at him play is kind of like, it ain't above the rim. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot a lot of threes. You know what I'm saying? A casual fan probably is like looking at him like, okay, that's boring. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Possibly.
So I think I'm not sure his game works for it. Well, that's why
Because
everybody tried to make it Ant Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Because the game works. You know,
he was explosive.
tried to make it Ja. You know what I'm saying? Before he started getting knucklehead. You know, that game transcends just diehard fans. Casual fans know a great dunk when they see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. I'm not sure he'll ever get to that point where he can be it. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Wemby within the next couple of years, I think we'll be saying it's him.
Yeah, I
He
mean, what you're
definitely need a
saying
play.
has
I'm with you. He definitely need a playoff run, though. Definitely.
Yeah, he got to have a playoff run to, you know what I'm saying, kind of stake his claim as that guy in the league. But we can, you know, forecast and we can prognosticate on what we are seeing from the young man and what we possibly will see as he, you know what I'm saying, develops and matures and his body hopefully eh, um, builds to that of someone who can sustain, you know, consistent play without having to take breaks, without being on a minute count, as you say.
He's
But
29 minutes a game right now.
it's there's just some things that's just undeniable, and what we're seeing is under. You know, he has the ability. Not that you've not seen nobody be able to shoot the three or be able to put the ball on the floor. He doesn't have a game that's otherworldly, but what he does have is a size that's otherworldly,
Right.
and combined with a skill set that, you know what I'm
That
saying.
somebody that size has never had, right? You
Yeah,
know, yeah, right, right. Normally, the guys his size are like kind of lumbering. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely different, man. But I think he's on the way. You know, especially if this team does anything in the playoffs, I think he's got a shot to really be the face of the league. If that's a big if, though. A lot of young people on that team. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
ifs and fifths,
But
ifs
I'm
and
starting to
fifths,
believe in my Spurs.
ifs and fifths,
I'm starting to
hand
believe, bro. I'm starting
horseshoes
to
and
believe.
hand grenades.
But let's move to what I really been wanting to talk about, boy. You know this free NFL free agency. The NFL don't stop, bro. They dominate the cycle all year round. And let's start with the Crosby fiasco in Baltimore. But I'm not even sure it's a fiasco. I think they're better off with what happened than they were giving up the 2 picks for Max. What say you?
Yeah, I mean,
Getting Trey Henderson, keeping your 2 first-round
yeah.
picks.
Okay, so when you throw in the Trey Hendrickson deal, okay, I get you. Getting Trey Hendrickson, who's it's not Max Crosby, he's not as disruptive as Max Crosby,
He's like
but
right below him. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
not he
nah,
they
I
not
think
no
it's
they
level.
no
I,
Chief. He
I
not
think
that far behind, Chief. He not
he
that
far behind.
actually he got more
He far
sacks.
behind.
He not that far behind, Chief. He not.
He far. Do you know how this? Do you? If we look at the pass, I want you to pull this up. The pass win rate for Max Crosby and Trey Henderson, the sack numbers, the quarterback hits
Oh,
or
the
pressures.
sack numbers ain't even close. Trey Henderson wins the sack numbers, boy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that far apart. And Missy, he only played 7 games last year, and over the last 4 years, he still has more sacks than Max Crosby. That's what I'm saying. See, people don't understand because he played for Cincinnati, but the man been putting up sacks for 6 years now. I mean, it's just one of them things. See, people just don't realize it, bro.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think Trey Henderson is a great player. I'm not saying that he's a bad player. But I've just from when I watch the two, one jumps off the screen and the other one doesn't. And,
Really?
and
I mean, if I would have to ask, how many Bengals games are you actually watching, though?
I've watched a few. I can't say that I've watched, and I've not watched a lot of Raiders games either. But when you put when you look at the highlights for each player, one is because I'm gonna just put it to like when the Cowboys played the Raiders, and when the Bengals played the Cowboys, Trey Hendrickson was he was just another player on the field. Max Crosby was everywhere. I was like, who the hell is that? Was the first time I seen Max Crosby. That was what, about 2 or 3 years ago. Like, who the hell is this guy? And he just jumped off the field. And then when I've seen some of his other highlights in other games that I've watched Raiders games play, it's just he's just a
I mean, he a
force.
beast. He a beast.
He's a
He
force.
always coming. He got that relentless energy. You know what I'm saying? That's all. He always coming. So 2021, Crosby had 8 sacks. Hendrickson had 14. 22, Crosby 12 and a half. Henderson 8. 23, Crosby 14 and a
14
half.
and a half.
17 and a half. 2024, Crosby 7.5, Henderson 17 and a half again. Last year, Crosby 10. Of course, his season was cut short a few games too. But in 7 games, your boy, I mean, he missed 7 games. He only had 4, but he was an injury shortened year for him too. But over the last 5 years, 61 to 52 and a half. That's what I'm saying. People don't realize. Now, what I'll give Max, I think he's a better against the run. I give him that. He's much better against the run than Henderson is. But overall, like I said, I'd rather have Hendrickson and keep my 2 first-round picks if I'm the Ravens than I would have Max and give up those 2 first-round picks. Because especially coming off the meniscus injury, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that pretty
It's a
much
pretty big one.
slides it over, slides it into the, what they ended up with versus what they potentially had to give up. So I agree with you there. It's just that, you don't know what Max Crosby is going to be, if he's going to continue to
Right.
have that same production with the injury concerns that my Cowboys doctor found out about. I guess they were willing to give up the 2 first-round picks, but not after the assessment of what they were seeing from the injury,
Yeah, because I
and
heard
good on them.
y'all offered a 1 and a 2, and they said no. So
I
my thing,
bet you they'll take that offer now.
I don't think y'all would offer it now though.
We wouldn't.
Nah, I don't. I think the best they'll do is probably a
We
1,
shouldn't,
and
rather.
like you said, a 3 and a 4 maybe. But they say they holding firm to their price, bro. They're gonna be keeping him another year then, because I don't see anybody giving them 2 1s at this point. Unless somebody really desperate or somebody that's really close who thinks they're really close. I heard
Yeah.
Philadelphia might be in
Yeah.
it. The Bears, maybe.
Man, we can't continue to allow Philadelphia to continue to make these moves, man. They steady getting people, man.
And it's a Howie Roseman special right here. It's gonna pop up on my screen in the next couple of days. Max Crosby, Philadelphia Eagles. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Sick of these, sick of Jerry Jones, dumbass, always promising the world at the beginning of free agency. Well, at least the last year or so. We gonna make some moves. We gonna spend some money. We gonna break the bank. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Now I do like we got Jalen Thompson. That's a solid pickup. Three
Yeah,
years, 33 million, not breaking the bank.
that wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad move. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be making 30 and 40. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to have some solid players on the squad. You know what I'm saying? Just do their
Yeah,
job.
and that was something that we needed. We need somebody on the back end. I think we lost Wilson. We still got Malik Hooker, but they were definitely not holding up the end, but that comes with having linebacker play, you know, understanding concepts of whatever the hell Matt Eberflus was trying to do. It just seemed like when we lost what's the coach for the Redskins now, who was the coach for the Quinn, what was
Yeah,
his name?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. When we lost him, just all our defense just went out the window with him. And not that we had a killer defense, but we had a, pretty established defense. We were able to make plays, in the secondary, at least we were getting a lot of picks. Michael was giving hell. We've never had a good run defense in what, 5 or 6 years. We haven't had a good run defense, probably longer than that. But the way that we're building the defensive front now, with bringing in what is it, Otto? Oh, I can't think of his last name. Um, and we got
Rashawn
Clark,
Gary.
we got Rashawn Gary on the edge, of course, Quentin Williams. And I think they're trying to make another move for a defensive tackle to shore up their defensive tackle, to show up the defensive tackle unit. So we looking to build, but I don't think we're building the right way. We need to get a big name player. We need to get a
Think
big name
so?
player.
Think so?
Yeah. At either at the defensive end or at linebacker. We need, and I think Patrick Queen is somebody that's on our radar too.
Yeah, I saw a report about y'all maybe trying to get him. I saw a report about that too.
So if we can get him, that. I mean, he's a big name enough. But we need a solid piece in the defensive tackle. I mean, not the defensive tackle, but the middle linebacker spot. But Otito Agbania, that's his name, Agbania.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Jerry, I don't know, man. I think y'all did all right. You know what I'm saying? Rashawn Gary's a nice piece. You know what I'm saying? He can play. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a little suspect, he didn't have no sacks after Micah got hurt. That's a little suspect. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I'm not impressed with Rashawn Gary either. But I mean, he played alongside Kenny Clark, so maybe they have
right,
something they can unlock together. Being familiar, playing defensive tackle, playing the 3-4, because that's where they came off of the 3-4. They came out of a 3-4 concept. Quentin Williams used to play in a 3-4 concept with Nick Saban. So I think that's why we're loading up on D tackles, because you can put three DTs in and have two edge rushers.
yeah,
So you really end up with five defensive linemen.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of with you as far as what the Niners are doing. I'm not quite sure what the plan is. You know what I'm saying? I like Mike Evans, but I would have liked Mike Evans a lot better 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Mike, you know what I'm saying, but then get hamstring injuries last year, you know what I'm saying? So
I wanna be like Mike. Boy,
another older player on a team that already get injured. Not
y'all
sure.
might as well bring back Jerry Rice.
Not sure how that. I mean, I understand, Shanahan ain't never really had a real X like that, you know what I'm saying? So he could be. I mean, and Shanahan, I trust when it comes to offense. My issue is what we gonna do with this defense. Offense, I don't worry about. Shanahan will figure that out. So figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all,
That's supposed to be your
y'all
side
do
of the ball. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now the defense. Now Odiggy, say his name. Odiggy Zoo.
Odigizua.
His numbers,
Osa
advanced numbers as
Odigizua.
far as pass rushing look much better than I thought when I went and looked him up. You know what I'm saying? He was had like the most 54 pressures or something like that. So his advanced numbers were good, but he also one of them dudes that's not very good against the run. So it looks like they got really scared about the pass rush last year and just looking for a defensive tackle that could rush the passer. But again, we drafted Alfred Collins last year, dude. That's like 6'3". So maybe they figured on beside him, it won't matter as much as about the run or whatever. Maybe we'll still be able to stop the run, man. I don't know, man. I'm not sure quite what we're doing. We're still a little bit too old for me. I want to see us get a lot younger. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't want to see is this rumor I'm seeing about the Giants trying to get Fred Warner. That's the one that can't go. They can get rid of Kittle. They can get rid of Bosa. They can get rid of C-Mac. Fred Warner can't leave.
What can we get y'all for Fred?
Fred Warner can't. He the one that can't leave.
Can we
I,
give y'all a first and a second?
ooh, Nah, nah. I can't get rid of Fred yet, dog. I can't get rid of
We,
Fred.
we giving you a first and a second for Fred, dog. We giving you a first and a second.
You can have Nick.
No, we want Fred.
You can have Nick.
We want Fred.
Nah, no way. That's why I'm
Bring
saying
us Fred Warner.
I'm like I can't see I wouldn't be able to see the rationale behind letting Fred go. He the heart and soul of the team, bro. I I just can't see it, bro. He the one got to be a Niner for life. The rest of them, okay, they can go. You know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa, if you get a great deal for him, I can see letting him go. You know what I'm saying? Fred can't leave. You know what I'm saying? But they still seem like they're building this team around that
But
old core, which
listen, man,
still has me worried.
y'all got Matt Eberflus, dog. I mean, he gonna help. He gonna help y'all
Hey,
defense out.
as long as he ain't the defensive coordinator, I don't care what he do. Take your ass back down that office and shut up. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's not the D coordinator, bro, I don't care. I believe in
He'll
Rob.
help. He gonna help Robert Saleh out, man. Y'all will be able to fill that void.
Solid,
Go
solid
ahead and
Titan coach now.
listen.
We got Raheem Morris.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, solid with the Titans now. So yeah, we got Morris. Titans made a
Is
bunch
he,
of moves too. You know,
is he the head coach?
he's the head coach of the Titans now.
They gave him another shot. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was happy for him, you know what I'm saying? I think plus he knew that they had a lot of money for cap room this year. I think they had the most, I think, them and somebody else. So I think he did the right thing. They made a lot of moves so far, just kind of shore up that team, you know what I'm saying? So John Franklin Myers, I saw Alante Taylor, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Bellinger. So they've been trying to fix the team. Look like he may have a shot to be successful this time, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy he got another shot. And, a lot of times with minority candidates, once you mess up that first time, it's a while before you get another shot. So we'll see, man.
Oh, what minority is Robert Saleh? I don't. He looked like he all white to me. He looked like a
Nah,
white.
he's like
Looked
Pakistan.
like a white T man to
Nah,
me.
he like Pakistani or something like that.
Pakistani.
Yeah, something like that. I read it one time. He like Pakistani or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead then. Pakistan.
Yeah, I think he was like Pakistan or Lebanese or something like that. Maybe it's
That
Lebanese.
look. That's more like
It
it.
might
That's
be
more like it.
Lebanese.
Yeah, I can
Might be
see that.
Lebanese. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, Lebanese. That's what it is. That's what it is. I knew I read an article.
He not wearing his hair though. He need to take hold of your heritage, man. Wear your hair, bro. Born to Lebanese immigrants in Dearborn, so he from but
Okay.
he,
All right. Yeah. Okay.
parents were Lebanese.
Yeah. So, but I wish him the best of luck, man. I think he got a shot to be successful this time. You know what I'm saying? But free agency was kind of quiet because it really. Oh, I know what I wanted to get your thoughts on, bro. Daniel Jones getting $50 million.
I mean, the way the numbers are, I mean, it work out that he's not worth 50 million. What he got 2 years, 50?
No,
I heard it was
50 per
44
year.
million.
50 per year.
Man, we saw Daniel Jones have an excellent start to the season.
Is he the new Kirk Cousins?
He is.
Just running around fleecing people.
So it says 2 year, $88 million deal. Did they increase it? Did they give him some?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm looking on
It can reach up to
NFL.com. 2 year, 80
performance bonuses. It can reach up to 100.
performance bonus. Okay,
Earlier
performance
they
bonuses.
said
All
like,
right. Yeah, I
yeah, they
mean,
were like you have likely to achieve and not likely. They said his were likely to achieve. That's why. So
I mean, 44 is the new 30.
yeah, you about right. You about right.
If you under 50 mil guaranteed or whatever, however they finalize,
You
however
mid to
it
below
works out
average.
to.
Right.
Yeah.
That means you mid
So
to below average.
so it says, let's see, Jones said to make 50 on the first year of the deal, which is a 12.2. So you write 50 million, but it works out to about 44 plus, plus incentives. 12
Right.
million increase from the tag. It will earn 38 million in 2027. So 10 of which, so he really only got 60 million guaranteed.
Okay.
He got 60 million guaranteed, 28 more million to come in 2027. So next year, after this year. So
So they
28 million
they
in
basically just
incentives.
front loaded him.
Yeah.
especially for a
Yeah.
dude. 'Cause my thing is, he even gonna be ready for the start of the season? You know what I'm saying? With that injury that
But
he
I mean, it's just, man, these quarterbacks making so much money, man. They making so much money and not even really the best player on the team.
right,
Jonathan Taylor is the best player on the team.
right. And I know it's supply and demand, but man, their numbers are astronomical, dog. They
I
like
mean, it goes back to what we said, man. The QB salaries and the guaranteed money that they're getting for marginal players, average players. I don't even think nobody put Daniel Jones in their top 15 quarterbacks.
right,
And he
right,
making 50 in 1 year. He
right.
making $50 million in 1 year.
Got people on that team that are 5 times
That's
better
crazy.
at their job than he is at his. It's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And
But
yes, his job is the most important on the field.
yeah, I get you. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's hard to find 32 people in the world who can do it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So,
But at the same time, to be able to get that amount of money, I mean, I'm like, man, I'm giving you 25 million and then I'm incentivizing the rest.
because I'd rather find me a dude that's solid that I can give 30 million to and build a hell of a team around him. I'll take my chance.
Exactly.
I'll take my chance. Just like the damn Seattle Seahawks. That's the formula for me for winning Super Bowls right now. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather build the hell out of the rest of the team, have a good ass
Have a
defense,
fine defense,
right?
some good, some a couple
Couple
of
of
good
wide
wide
receivers,
receivers,
right, and a
some,
nice solid offensive line.
yeah.
And I'll take my chances.
I mean, we just seen Sam Darnold when, you know what I'm saying? Now he's improved over the last 2 years, but if I get me competent quarterback play without having to spend that money and put that money on my team instead
Right,
of investing all that money on one position,
right.
when you are totally dependent on that position versus everything else on the squad,
Which is
I
why I
just don't, I
know
don't
why
get
the
it,
hell
man.
my Niners didn't stay on that road. Stay on that road right there. You know what I'm saying? Build the hell out of the rest. Tell Brock, bro, we're going to give you 40. Not a penny more. Not a penny more, bro. And we're going to keep everything built around you. We're going to keep winning. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you start to put up phenomenal numbers consistently, 1 year, 1, 2, and 3, like I said, it's a 3 year deal with me.
And keep your
If you
ass
can
on
do it
the
in
field for
3 years,
15 to 17 games a year. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Now, if you supplement that 3 years looking like Tua last year or looking like Daniel Jones with New York every other year, then no, you wasting your value. You wasting my time and your time too.
I agree,
Because
bro.
I'm getting my hopes up high that we're gonna get this year that you had the year before, but more than likely you don't look like fucking Kirk Cousins or some shit or Michael Penix last year.
Right.
I mean, I just can't do it, and I got other needs that I need to fill. Man, it is Jonathan Taylor should be making over 15 million a year. If he ain't making over 15 million a year, then we're doing a disservice to running back. Same for Saquon Barkley, same for Derrick Henry.
I think those actually the ones you name along with C-Mac, I think are the only ones that are
And
now.
it well, they should be making 20 million. I'll lowball 15. They should be making 20. Derrick Henry definitely should be making 20.
I want to say the only one that might be hitting 20 is C-Mac, I think. I think he's the only one at 20.
And Derrick Henry, he was only making 10. That's
I think they
crazy.
bumped him to 15 though. I think they bumped.
They should bump him up another 5.
Yeah, I agree with you. Know, I agree. I ain't got no issue with
You
that.
got Daniel Jones out here making 50 million for $88 million in 2 years. Man, come on.
I mean, and I get it. He had a nice 8 game run. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Saquon 16-7. But I get it. He had a nice 8 game run. Okay, he did that in New York. You know what I'm saying? He did the same thing in New York. You know what I'm saying?
And then what happened after that? He got his money and fell all the way off. Unplayable. He was unplayable.
Unplayable. I don't get it, man. And we got one more free agent quarterback to hit. Your boy Kyler gonna be released by the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think this is a good move. He need to change the scenery. He going to a team with some great wide receivers. This is gonna tell the tale for Kyler Murray. If he's just gonna be a perennial backup, or he's gonna wash out like Russell Wilson, or is he really gonna show that he's a he was a franchise quarterback. There's only two streets to go: franchise quarterback or salvageable backup quarterback, a
Right.
placeholder. What
Right.
is you gonna do?
Yeah, because he's had moments where he looked like like the #1 overall pick. And you was like, okay, you can do something with this, you know what I'm saying? And then he got moments where it's like, okay, this dude don't look like he know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure which player he is at this point. When he's on the field, the man is dynamic though, dog. You got to give him that. Now he's short, you know what I'm saying? So he got to roll out a lot and run around a lot, but he a playmaker, Chief. If you're the Vikings, Chief, you take him over JJ.
I'm taking Mac Jones over JJ McCarthy. I
So
told y'all that in the
I'm saying
draft.
you would give up on JJ at this point.
I mean, you spent the first round pick on him, so I wouldn't give up on him right this minute. But they obviously see something in practice, and that they saw in the games he had. And this is him having a better season per se for a few games than what was at least what I anticipated. I don't know what they saw out of JJ McCarthy. Yeah, won the national championship, but when you
Right.
look at their offense, it was more led by the defense and the running game.
Yep. He made some
You
nice
know,
time
so
throws in a couple games, but other than that, he wasn't required to
yeah,
do much. I didn't see it either. I'm
thank
with
you.
you. I just didn't see it at all either. I
Not
didn't
not
see
that high
all
of a
that.
pick.
Right.
Not that high of a pick.
Not high first round, high to mid first
Yeah,
round.
fourth.
Nah.
He should have got drafted where Shador got drafted last year.
Yeah.
That's where he should have got drafted. And if he
Definitely
worked
no
out to
earlier than
be
third round at the earliest. You know.
exactly, if he worked out to be a franchise quarterback or a quarterback that you could win with, then okay, you didn't spend the first round pick on him. You got another need. You got him in the fourth round. Count your blessings. Good, we found him. We lucked up. We got our Tom Brady. Okay, but not first round. I'm not spending no first round pick on him. And they obviously see the error of their ways because they ready to move on from him,
And
or at least seem like they ready to
that
move
makes
on
me think,
from him.
was it a power struggle between the GM that got fired and the coach? Because to me, it makes it seem like the GM was the one that wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Or because it had to be, right? You know what I'm saying? So why would
Yeah.
you fire the GM? You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be some kind of friction about that pick. You know what I'm saying? To now be moving on for him. That tells me, or it seems to me, I don't know again, I don't know this. I'm not in the Vikings organization, but it seems to me he lost out and the coach was like, hey, you wanted him. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody else to take this thing to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it with him. We got a good defense. I know how to coach offense. This not the quarterback we need. And it seemed like to me the GM
At
lost.
all.
That's just my
Definitely.
thought. And the coach is ready to move on because he saw enough last year ball sailing out of bounds. 10 yards. I saw a couple games where that dude was throwing the ball 10 yards out of bounds over Justin Jefferson's head. And Jefferson was just like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't it, bro. I would definitely go with Kyler Murray over him, bro. Definitely. In that
Yeah, I
division,
mean, you
with
still
that
gotta
defense,
see what he looked like in practice this year, see what he looked like in the preseason. In the event Kyler Murray don't work out, you still can go back to him and see if he's able to, showcase an ability to be a franchise QB. But yeah, if he doesn't show improvement, if he's showing the same thing we're seeing out of him last year, after his contract, after his rookie deal is up,
yeah, I'm okay.
deuces.
Put his ass on that Jordan Love plan. His ass sit there a couple more years, you know what I'm saying, till he figure it out or something, you know what I'm saying? Because you hate to
Or
put
put
that
him
kind
on
of
that
stock
Trey Lance, or put
or
him on that Trey plan and ship his
ship his ass out for a fourth rounder.
just don't ship him to Dallas, goddamn it.
Ship his ass to Dallas for a fourth rounder.
Do not ship him to Dallas.
For a
I,
fourth round
I
pick.
personally, I personally put sugar in this goddamn tank at the airport. Soon as he goddamn pull off, I'm
Hey,
out here now, baby. I'm in Big D. I can make,
right,
I can make
right,
threats.
right. Hey, well, that's
Little
what
threats, that is. I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
We ain't
I
trying
ain't
to
even
hurt
got the money for you to sue me.
nobody. Right. You just practicing.
These is just jokes. These is just jokes. I'm 13 miles away from DFW and 13 miles away from Love Field, baby. I got access to both airports.
Fuck Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
Hey
Everything
man,
about
when you coming out here, man?
Hey, I told
When
you,
you
man.
coming out here?
Hey, we supposed to be out there April to see her aunt.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So it's like the end of April.
All right.
Yeah, to visit her
You
aunt.
gotta hit. Well,
So
I got a
find the
couple
spots,
spots
my
for
boy.
y'all to visit.
Find the spots.
I got a couple spots for y'all to visit. I got a couple spots.
Okay, okay. Let's finish this thing off, man, with this doggone beef that just won't go away, bro.
Woo.
Ti,
What's beef? Beef is when you, what's that?
what's your thoughts on it, bro? Has it gone too far? Should it gone be over?
Tip and 50. I mean, I think it's simmering down. I think the family did what they needed to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And here's the point of it all. I know some people saying that they're going too far bringing up his dead mother, and that T.I. even said as much. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't enjoy that. He didn't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about somebody's mama, all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? And he raises boys to be the protector of his family, be the protector of the women in the family. And you got a young crash out, and he did what he was gonna do. He was gonna crash out. And you got the other boy. I'm gonna tell you, man, the money fire, dog. I
Got a
like
nice
his
flow.
flow, man.
Yeah, his flow is nice.
I
He has
like
a
his
nice.
flow, man. He got talent. He got talent. And so and the thing is, people can't feel sorry for 50 Cent because he's a habitual line stepper. Like Charlie Murphy said about Rick
Right,
Rick Rick
right,
uh, Rick James. He's a habitual line stepper, is what he does. This is how he came into his fame, by going at folks, beefing with people. You know what I'm saying? Continuing to beef with people and continuing to pick at them, and not just about them, but their family. So, when you make your career doing that, and then in this situation, you was the one who brought Tiny into the ordeal when it was just T.I. having a
right,
conversation about
right,
some fuck shit that you did. you know, I mean, shit, you can feel away, and he's probably not. He probably, he too above it to respond to them. And you know what I'm saying? He making too many power moves, blah, blah, blah. But the real reason is 50 Cent can't rap. He's not a good rapper.
right.
He had one good album and that was it. Hey, he can make an album, he can rap. I'm not saying he's a bad rapper, but he can't lyrically fuck with T.I. And obviously he can't fuck with the money either. Now King, I don't know. He makes some catchy shit. I like some of the shit that he was doing, and he's fucking with, see, 50 fuck with folks who are his age, our age. We ain't
Right,
into social media like that. We
right,
ain't
right,
mean kings. Now some of us are. But he fucking with somebody in their element. That King is, that age. He's a what, Gen Xer? Or not
yeah.
Gen X, but Gen
Nah,
Y, Gen Z.
D, Y,
Some
whatever the hell it is.
one of
Hell,
them.
right,
He one of
right,
he's in one of them generations, and this is all they do. So he know how to get with you on the mean game. And he rapping. So what you gonna do?
right. Yeah, I agree, man. It might as well be over. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, 50 is not a battle rapper, a diss rapper. That's not what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's not a
But he
lyric.
is, though. That's how he started. He just not that good no more.
But, but was it ever that great? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
I mean, from 50 for me was commercial music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of it was about some stuff about the streets, but it was mainly commercial. You know what I'm saying? Most of
well,
it. You know what I'm saying?
remember he went that job, right? He
Yeah,
tried. Did he? Wasn't it him that tried to go at Fat Joe
I don't remember that
and
one.
Jadakiss or some to
Probably.
that effect?
Yeah,
But
probably.
it didn't last long because I think Game ate his lunch. You know what I'm saying? Rick
Right.
Ross fucked him up. He had one of, I think he did one song about Rick Ross. Rick Ross went in on him.
Yeah, he did that one there. He messed with him
Yeah,
for
and that's when the meme shit started. That's when the trolling shit started. When he started doing the Officer Ricky shit. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And fucking with his baby mama, Tia. You know what
To
I'm
me,
saying? That
I
shit.
think 50 just be having fun with it for real. That's my true thought. I don't think he really take it that seriously for real. I think he just be like fucking with people. I really do. I think that's who he is. He just seemed to me
But
to like fucking with people.
but here's the thing though, like you fucking with folks that you don't really like. So if you know you can take it as I'm just having fun with it, but when it's sometimes his shit would go unprovoked or he's just continuing to do the shit. So it's not just to me, it's not just he's just doing the shit just because he's doing the shit to be a troll and to fuck with folks. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He being petty. And
Yeah.
so certain people ain't gonna take kindly to that shit. And I think that's what T.I. was like, you know what I'm saying? That's how because from what T.I. is saying is that they both had a conversation about doing the verses. And they
Versus.
talked about how they was gonna do the shit. And T.I. jumped out there, and then 50 jumped out there and said, I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. I ain't talking about doing the but so kind of made T.I. look like he was the thirsty one.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why T.I. got upset with the nigga.
I get it. But this one just seemed really, I don't know, man. As far as beefs go, it don't
It
register for
it
me.
ain't because 50 ain't he's not engaging in it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
putting his toe in and then he coming out. Because he did
right,
make the diss song
right.
that's supposed to go on to the Power, I think the new Power
And
show that's
it
coming out.
sucked. It sucked. You know, I listen to that crap.
Then he did the one with Max B. I think he had he had a line in there, you know what I'm saying, talking about T.I. And I think some of it was I think it was Mano or somebody like that. Mano got one out now. I think Papoose got a drop. He did one today that was pretty fucking fire. The first one Papoose did was off one of 50's beats that was kind of lame. But then he did another one that I think dropped today that was, you know what I'm saying? He started out kind of slow, but he picked it up. I mean, he was
Right.
coming at him. So I think he 50 got a beef with a lot of so I think it now kind of like with the Drake and the Kendrick shit. Like people hopped on the bandwagon with Kendrick behind Kendrick's initial shot, and now they doing the same thing with 50.
Right. Right. Yeah, we'll see where it goes, man. Like I said, it's just not like I said, because he doesn't really engage with the music, it don't register for me. For me,
Yeah,
for beef to really be a rap
he
beef,
got he got to
both sides
engage.
have to be engaged with the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
when you don't
So
have
what do you
that,
think about that though? Is that pussy or is that smart business? Because the 50 stands
I
gonna
guess
say
for me
that's
with 50,
he
other than
playing
like,
checkers, not
yeah,
chess.
other than being petty, I
I
don't
mean,
see,
he playing chess, not checkers.
yeah, I don't see what he gets out of it unless his end game is in the end, he's actually gonna do the verses. If he's not gonna do that in the end, I don't see what he gains from it except he like I said, he like being petty, like you were saying, and he just like fucking with people. Because if you don't have a real end game that's gonna lead down the road to that versus with Ti, then what's the point? I mean, I don't see how it's gonna help any of your other business you got going with the television stuff. I don't see how that's not gonna
Yeah,
make anybody watch Power that don't watch Power. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see, or any of the new shows I think he say he's working on or whatever, but I don't see how this helps any of that if this is
yeah.
not gonna lead to you doing a versus with Ti.
True. I don't think it definitely don't help his businesses that he's into now with the production and the power universe. I don't think it's
Right.
doing anything for that. However, here's how I look at it. I look at it as pussy because, like I said, you are a rapper. You started your career as a rapper, and you have not taken your foot all the way out of hip hop. You have still been engaging in that stream, that financial stream. You still involved in it in some way, in some capacity. And the fact that he continues to, like you say, fuck with people or troll people or however you want to name it, You know what I'm saying? You have made a career of doing that. To, you're not fucking with people in the entertainment industry, and I mean not in entertainment, but in television industry. You're not fucking with anybody in sports other than, Floyd Mayweather, which I had dealings with. You're fucking with people that's in hip hop. You're
Right.
continuous to fuck with people in hip hop. So you're engaging in hip hop avenues, but you're not providing hip hop fans with the product. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
not only are you engaging in it, but you're starting bullshit with people. You know what I'm saying? And even though you may have not started this TI ordeal, you threw gasoline on the situation when you could have just kept it at about TI.
Right.
And
Right.
so when, as a hip hop artist, if you are a true hip hop fan and someone throws a diss record, kind of like with J. Cole, what we gave J. Cole beef about or gave J. Cole heat about was dropping out. You know what I'm saying? Not only are you not trying to engage, in a battle necessarily, you throw a shot here, throw a little song here and there, and it's on your TV show, but you're continually to troll, and that shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna win any hip hop points on the trolling shit. The only way you're gonna win is through the booth. And because, like I said, you engage with folks on the hip hop media, but you're not engaging in hip hop and hip hop in its essence, which is to battle rap. And we can't say you're not a battle rapper because guess what? Like I said at the beginning, he started his career battle rapping. He jumped off his first project off of dissing who? Ja Rule. He continued to do that with Jada and Fat Joe, from what I remember, and 50 and Rick Ross, and got into a little bit of it with the gang. But when he started to get his ass waxed, and his music started to not make music or not produce numbers like it did with Get Rich or Die Trying, then we started to see him shift away from hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a total detachment. He didn't just say, "Oh, I'm done with music. I'm going over here to this other avenue, and I ain't dealing with hip hop like that. No, I'm out of that." He's not making any music, but he's still hip hop.
Right.
And not that you're a hip hop, you're, you know, moving the needle for other rappers, or you're, what I'm saying, trying to promote other people or promote G Unit. G Unit is, as a crew, is fucking dead and gone damn near. But your main interaction with hip hop is fucking with folks, from what
Right.
I see, what I can tell.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? That seems to be what he about right now. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. Like I said, my thing is do the verses, bro. If you got all this to say, you know what I'm saying? Just do the verses, bro. Who wins?
T.I. said he don't even want to fuck with the nigga like that no more. He don't want to fuck with him on that level no more. I mean, because T.I.'s a principled dude. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about trying to promote. Of course, they were trying to make money because that's what Versus is now. It's a money making way to improve your streams. People go back and listen to all your old music. You know what I'm saying? But I think T.I. more principle. Like, you came out there and you did that on some shit that we had an agreement to do, and made me look like I was out here thirsty. So why would I fuck with you on that level? I don't even want to fuck with you. Like, that's what T.I. said. So
Who will win?
uh when you look at versus 20v20, 20 songs versus 20 songs, I think 50 got more popular music. But when you talk about actual music, you know what I'm saying? I think he don't have the catalog that T.I. got. After Get Rich or Die Trying and one or two other songs, then what you got with it?
Right. Right. I agree. I agree. I just don't think he can stand up to the 20 songs. You know what I'm saying? I think he can hang in there for about 10, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe about 10 songs. He maybe can hang in there. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I don't I don't see how he can win a versus T.I. Like I said, just looking at the catalog, once he
Yeah,
get
T.I. catalog much
he get
stronger, much
past
stronger.
once he get past In the Club, Pimp, what, Candy Shop, 21 Questions, Many Men.
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. If you like
So he
hate
got
it or
about
love it. Maybe if you like hate it or love it, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
game shit.
Yeah, right. So, eh, wankster.
That shit was whack.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what made me not like 50 Cent, man. I'm like, I don't even like this song.
yeah.
And I ain't even like Ja Rule like that. I hate it. I like the fact that he ended Ja Rule's sing song and shit. That shit was every thug need a lay there. That shit was getting on my goddamn nerves. Every time you turn around,
Let me
Ja
tell you
Rule had
why I didn't. I didn't care for it, but at least it was still an era where everybody didn't have to sound alike. You had all it was for a certain group of people.
but he
Like,
kept
like when
doing the
we came
same
up,
type
you had
song.
and you could choose from a menu of shit. You know, if you liked NWA, great. If you liked Public Enemy, great. If you liked Poison Clan, great. If
But
you like
we
X Clan, great. If you like Poor Righteous Teachers, great. There was a different kinds of if you like Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, great. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I look at it, that's what and I know you be trying to tell me that it's more out there, but the shit be too underground for me. The good shit is a lot of it is underground shit. You know what I'm saying? And all the time people don't hear about it. You know, I don't have time to go look for it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now everything that's commercial, this shit sounded like. And it wasn't that way back in the day, dog.
Yeah, but everything's so popcorn now. Everything is microwave.
Yeah,
Everything is microwave. Everything is, you know what I'm saying? What the new sound out, I want you to sound just like that. When you talk about commercial play.
right.
And that's why I don't listen to radio like that.
Right. And like with the female rap, sometimes I don't know which one it is. All the motherfuckers sound alike. I
All
don't
of them, they
all
say
of them
the
sound like
same
they
shit.
saying the same shit.
They saying the same shit.
I'm like, I don't know who
Who
this
got
is.
the wettest pussy?
Right,
Who,
right.
who
Who
gonna get
getting
a
the most
bag
money
from a
from a
nigga?
nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
the same shit, dog. Like, damn. And I know I'm getting older. I get it. You know, this shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But damn. Some of them damn near 42. Like, goddamn, you ain't got shit up to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Cardi B out here, you know what I'm saying, jumping in one relationship into another one, out of that one. Come on, Cardi, do better about yourself, baby. Do
Uh,
better about yourself. You
hip
just
hop
got
do
out of
better.
you just got out of a divorce and got pregnant right away. And
Yes.
now you ain't even with that dude no more.
Yes.
Come on, man.
See all the old niggas starting to make music again. This from me to y'all. Keep making that shit. I'll listen.
Yes.
I will listen to that shit.
Andre 3000, do you hear that, sir? You can still rap, man.
You can still play your flute and shit or your piccolo, whatever the fuck that is you playing now. Make some music, bro. Come
No,
on.
don't do that shit. I tried to listen. I tried to give it a chance, man. You know I'm a big 3000
I told you
fan.
it sound
I
like
tried
elevator
to
music.
I tried to do it. My cousin was like, man, listen to it and just zone out. Man, no. No,
That
man.
shit was straight elevator
No.
music, dog. I don't care what nobody say, dog. That's the shit they be playing
No.
in the elevator, dog. No, dog.
No, man. I can't do it, bro.
And
I
I don't mind,
cannot
nigga, I don't mind a brother elevating, dog. I really don't. Hey,
at
I
all.
get it. But damn, you ain't gotta forget where you came from altogether to elevate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Damn, make some rap, bro. Come on, bro.
Take some rap.
Make some
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You and Big Boy get back together, make a damn album, bro. How long would it take? A couple months. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna take that long. Ain't gonna take that long.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? It won't take that damn long, dog.